Hello and welcome to the first unit in this training and credentialing session. And that's how to get on the portal and what you can find on the portal. The first thing to do is to type in touro.edu. This is a pretty basic thing. I hope you can memorize that, but if not, write it down on a little slip of paper and put it in your wallet or something like that. Once you have the home page up, you will see over on the right here, TouroOne. So we click on that. Wow. And we get this page, which is where you will log into the portal per se. I will note, however, that if you are a first-time user, you're going to have to claim this account. So I have to find an intuitive section. How do you do? Oh, here it is. First-time user. How intuitive. You click on here. It will ask you some irritating and penetrating questions, including what is your employee ID number. You'll find that on your paycheck or contact whoever hired you to get that for you, and then you'll be able to claim your account. Then you go on up here, and since I have been a loyal and dedicated Touro employee for a long time, I already have an account, so I'm going to log in. Oh, I got my password the very first time. Bada, here we go. What an amazingly useful panoply of tools available to the faculty member. And this Touro portal basically is the way in which you interact with the college on a professional level. Students will also have a portal, of course, but it will be configured differently for their specific needs. I'd like to draw your attention right here to this first thing, which is your email, right? This is so important. We want you to use your Touro email in your official communications for a host of reasons: security, professionalism, and so on. This is where you can find your mail. You can also have it forwarded to your devices and so on, but right now, this is what we're going to talk about, is just accessing your mail. I'd like to also draw your attention to this really useful spot, working and teaching remotely, where you will find an incredible array of tools to help you with this difficult task. But for now, let's focus on the left-hand side where you'll see the Faculty tab, because that's going to have the things we really need. Up here, you've got your classes. You click on this and you'll see your enrollment and your times of classes and things like that. Over here in Class List, you can actually access the rosters. And if you need the personal emails of your students, if they're not responding to their Touro emails, or if you need their phone number, you can find it in there. And then later on in the term, when they're finished their classes, you'll need to click on Final Grade Entry, which is right here, and simply enter into their grades. It's really quite simple. And then I also want to draw your attention to this, where you log into Canvas, because this is something you're going to need, of course, for the actual teaching of your course, and it'll be the third element of our training. Finally, let's say something's gone wrong. You can't get into the portal, something's going wrong. So what you do is you open up a new tab. Let's open up a new one just to make sure we don't see it over here. Let's go over here to touro.edu, right? I remember that because I've been working here for a long time. And then right next to the TouroOne tab is the Help Desk tab. You can click on that and you will have the option to log in with your credentials if you know them. But if you might have difficulty with them, then you go in as guest and it will give you the option to open a ticket. And there's other ways to reach them by phone and by email and so on. But this is the most basic way. Okay, that's it for your introduction to the portal. Now I'd like you to take this very brief quiz that's a self-test that will give you a sense of how well you know this material.